We're here with Special Assistant to the General Manager, Craig Conroy, the Calgary Flames. Craig, back in Abbotsford. What's going on?
You know, not much. I was in Sweden last week, and I just got back from Sweden, so I finally have an opportunity to come in and see the Heat play. So I'm looking forward to it. A lot of new faces, and you know, I've heard that it's a battle, just like every other division, but it's going to be fun.
It's not dissimilar to where the Flames are at. There's a lot of teams in a tight space fighting for playoff spots, right?
Well, it's amazing. I mean, you look, it's almost every league. I look at the junior games. I was at a couple junior playoff games already, but it's so tight everywhere. It's amazing. You know, it's the 3-point games. It's, you know, every team's pretty similar, like with payrolls and stuff like that. So, yeah, you're just trying to keep your head above water and down the stretch, win a few games down the stretch here to make a difference.
Just returned Guillaume Desbiens as well as Greg Nemus. Thoughts on how those two showed in, first real bit of stints for both of them in terms of being members of the Flames. Nemus only had a small one last year and a short peak earlier this season.
You know what? Nemo's been, every time he comes up, he's getting better and better, more comfortable. He's getting a little bit more playing time. And, you know, it's just he's that close. I mean, you know what? Right now he's making huge strides every time he comes up. And Desbien's been unbelievable. I mean, he came in and, you know, he's fighting every guy that any challenger. I mean, the one thing about Des is he knows what his role is, and he plays it to perfection out there. So, I mean, the coaching staff was unbelievably happy with both those guys, and it's really been that case for all the guys that have come up. I mean, we've been shorthanded. Every time someone's come up, they gave us a little spark, and they've been good in the locker room, which that's as much as anything. Sometimes you need some guys to pick you up, and they're happy to be there. They're excited, and that rubs off on the veteran guys. It's
a year where the NHL club really has leaned on the affiliate, and probably more than what's common or what you'd like to do given the number of injuries you had.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously you wouldn't want to do that, but it's a great opportunity for us. I mean, we really got to see exactly what these guys can do, and they've all proved they can play in the NHL. You know, now it's a matter of time for them to be up there and be a regular, but for us to be able to see them when you didn't think you were going to get an opportunity to, you know, it's that much easier to make an evaluation. It's okay to watch American League games and kind of have an idea what they do, but when you actually see them in NHL game action at crucial times, what kind of plays they make, their hockey sense, skating, all that, it's pretty fun to kind of be a part of that and watch it, and to know you have some guys in the cupboard that are coming and going to push these other guys for jobs.
Trade deadline just passed recently. Does the focus now turn to the entry draft, or how is work being divided amongst management in Calgary? You
know, I think we're definitely we're getting UFAs kind of list together, putting all that up, and then you know, right now though is the draft. You know, I was just at the Hitman 2 playoff games, and so we're looking at all the young kids, all the draft eligible kids. The scouting staff has been everywhere right now. Even some of our guys that are doing pro are down in the college helping out there too. I mean, we're really making a big push to try to look at all the amateur guys, and that's really the focus. I mean, you want to pick the right guy for the the entry draft, and then go on to free agency. So it's going to be a busy, you know, even though hockey's kind of coming to an end for some teams and playoffs for others, it's going to be busy right till probably the middle of July.
Thanks for your time, Craig. Good to see you here.
Okay, thanks for having me.